would you assess the season?
A+. Great. Great season.
The Milwaukee Bucks look awful. It's just that simple. Let's just call it what it is.
No, wait, let me stop joking.
Dame time is alive!
Up to Giannis from Dame Dollar.
Best team in the NBA in clutch time.
Hopefully we can get to a place that we can lead the other guys to the goal that we've set in the beginning of the year.
Welcome back to NBA Countdown, delivered by Papa John's.
Let's take a look at today's difference makers, brought to you by CarMax. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he led Milwaukee to the championship 3 seasons ago, but he has not gotten the Bucks back even to a conference finals since then. And we sat down at All-Star Weekend, and we talked about what it's going to take to get back there.
I look myself in the mirror and I say, do you really want it? Do you have it in you? Do you want it? And I look every freaking day and I say, yes, I do want it. We have to want it bad, man. But we gotta want it like our life is depending on it. Like, that's how bad you gotta want it.
I have no doubt that Giannis wants it. He's playing like he wants it. But what is the pathway for the Bucks to get back there?
Damian Lillard reminding everybody of who the hell he is, just like he did Friday night in Minnesota when he showed up in the fourth quarter, in the second half in particular, and was doing his thing. That Damian Lillard, the one that tells you what Dame time is all about. He hasn't been great in clutch time, obviously. Those are the kind of things that has to change. That changes that way, Milwaukee will be just fine. And Giannis hitting free throws the way he did in the second half Friday night as well.
There's a third ingredient. I agree with Stephen A., but Chris Middleton has got to be there. I mean, and functioning at Chris Middleton, if not 2021 level championship season, close to it, Malika.
Pretty close to it. All right, it's time to get you out to Philadelphia. Dave Pash, Hubie Brown, Cassidy Hubbarth are on the call. We will see you at half. Always love when Hubie has a game.
Don't we all, Malika? 2 Eastern Conference powers square off in a matinee in the city of brotherly love as the Philadelphia 76ers host the Milwaukee Bucks at Wells Fargo Center as the post-All-Star break schedule is now in full swing. NBA Sunday Showcase on ABC, presented by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo in the mix for a third. And his first, Damian Lillard facing off against fellow All-Star Tyrese Maxey, who continues to hold down the fort until Joel Embiid returns, which Philly hopes will be in the next few weeks. Milwaukee currently in third in the East at 36-21. Philly at 33-23, tied for fourth in the loss column with the Knicks, but also just a couple games out of the play-in. And everybody with Hall of Famer Hubie Brown, I'm Dave Pash. We'll check in with Cassidy Hubbarth here in a little bit. Well, Hubie, Milwaukee's coming off its best win since Doc took over a month ago, winning at Minnesota. And in that game, Giannis was dominant. He's been that way all year.
7 foot, 250 pounds, challenging for that MVP award. You just look at the numbers here now. Third in the league in scoring. How about points in the paint and then foul tries attempted? That's big because he fights you in the post. Then the rebounding is there, and then the double-doubles 44 times. Now, you got to admit, he's doing major production. Let's hope that everything else will turn around here.
Damian Lillard, as Stephen A. mentioned, had a great night Friday. 1 rebound shy of a triple-double, and that win was clutch in the fourth quarter against the Wolves with 9 points. And with more on the Bucks, here's Cassidy.
Thanks, Dave. Well, I asked Doc Rivers how he thought he'd be received here by this Philly crowd, and he laughed. He said, I don't know. I mean, they booed me half the time I was here coaching. That's what they do. That's their sign of encouragement. But he did say overall he was happy with his 3-year tenure as head coach. He wishes, though, but said overall Joel became MVP. We established this team as a championship contender, and that wasn't said the year before. And now he has picked up another championship contender midseason, a challenge he said he wouldn't wish on anyone. And when I asked him what's his biggest goal in this post-All-Star stretch, and he told me, just get organized, create who we are every single night. He said in the past, if you asked that question, you knew the answer. Right now, we are figuring it out. And with 25 games remaining, time is ticking to do so, Dave.
And Doris, one of his favorite players when he was here in Philadelphia was Tyrese Maxey. He predicted when Maxey was a rookie, he'd eventually be an all-star. He was just last week, and he's really embraced the role of being the guy in the fourth quarter, which we saw Friday against Cleveland.
Well, Friday night in the last quarter, 15 points under incredible pressure. Just watch the quickness. But then when you look at him here in the fourth quarter, the 15 points, field goals 5 for 9, got to the line, and then the rebounding. But the key was the fact that he was isolated quite a few times. Just watch the fadeaways. Outstanding foot quickness, and then the ability to step back and make the shot. Now, here on the drives, come up and on the other side so that they cannot block it because of the rim. You just love his competitiveness. At 6'2", he is dynamite, quickness, and one-on-one money in the bank.
First game of an ABC doubleheader, and we have 2 games tonight on ESPN. A ton of all-stars on display, starting with Lillard, Giannis, Maxey. Sixers, Bucks, up next.
NBA Sunday Showcase on ABC is presented by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. This presentation of NBA Sunday Showcase, presented by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Weekend is in the rearview mirror. Things are about to heat up.
Into the rim. They have the best overall record in the Eastern Conference.
This is our time, and we need to take full advantage of it.
The incredible ride continues. They have now won 9 in a row.
Donovan Mitchell can be that killer. Jalen Brunson, what a year this guy is having.
Now we're in a good spot. A lot to do.
Crossover. Pull up. Put them in Forte.
I know what time it is.
Who is under the most pressure to succeed as we go down the stretch?
Tyrese Maxey, a career-high 51.
is alive. 64 points for Giannis.
There is an optimism that Joel Embiid can return.
And Doc Rivers right the ship in Milwaukee.
Just have to figure it out. We have to keep on getting better.
Don't lay it down. There's no giving up. If you want to do that, you're going to win more than you lose.
Lunchtime in Philadelphia. Thanks for spending it with us here on ABC as the Philadelphia 76ers host the Milwaukee Bucks. Philly 10 games above 500 at 33-23. Milwaukee 15 above 36-21. Our starting lineups delivered by Taco Bell. Doc Rivers, one of the things he told us, he challenged Malik Beasley on being a better defender, and he says he's made great strides. He's joined by Crowder, Lillard, Giannis, and Lopez, who obviously has always been an excellent defender, one of the NBA's shot block leaders year in, year out. For the 76ers, until Joel Embiid gets back, it's going to be Paul Reed at center. Nicholas Batum is in the starting lineup tonight. He barely played the other night. Harris Hield, who was a recent acquisition, and the all-star Tyrese Maxey. There were boos, but it wasn't Philly boos. By Philly standards, Doc Rivers really didn't get booed that badly when they announced his name before introducing the players. And you heard Cassidy's report. Doc expected it. He said it's kind of a rite of passage when you've worked here. And he joked that, you know, they booed me when I was coaching here, so I'm not going to be surprised if I get booed badly when I'm the opponent. 3 years, though, and he did a terrific job here. They went to the conference semis 3 straight years, never got over the hump, but that's been the case for Philly going back to the year 2001, the last time they've been to a conference finals. Milwaukee, of course, won the championship 2021, but a disappointing finish last year, losing in the opening round in Miami. That led to the firing of Mike Budenholzer, the hiring of Adrian Griffin, months later the firing of Adrian Griffin, and Doc Rivers being back as a head coach for year 25 in the NBA. And Doc Rivers mic'd up.
Mike, testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. What you gonna do? Which one you pick? Which one you pick? Tobias not a real shooter. Tobias, what do you pick? Either one. You're not a real shooter. Sunday evening hoop, Sunday afternoon hoop, thoughts to say.
What's up, baby?
Now I get to be right next to you.
Yeah, but
over there.
But you're cheering against me tonight. So it's a big difference.
I'm sure Doc is thinking, I get to sit next to M. Night Shyamalan, not Mike Breen. I'm good.
Big thing. Doc's hand is tired right now from all of the handshaking in the building. He couldn't go 2 steps without